Okay, reporting the news, and this is coming from GameSpot. July 2nd, 2025. OutRiders 2 was canceled after issues with publisher Square Enix. I'm just now reading this, and I don't know how to feel. No, I know how to feel. I'm disappointed, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm sad. Everything all wrapped up into one. Earlier this summer, developer People Can Fly was hit by layoffs and the cancellation of two unannounced projects. Now, two reports have indicated that one of the canceled games was Outriders 2, the sequel to the 2021 action shooter that People Can Fly developed for publisher Square Enix. The Thumb Wars was the first outlet to report this story, which was subsequently corroborated by Insider Gaming. In June, People Can Fly explained that one of the canceled games, under the name Project Gemini, was suspended over issues with the game's publishers regarding its failure to give the developer assets it needed to continue. It also noted that the publisher failed to maintain a dialogue with People Can Fly that would allow the two sides to finish the project. Insider Gaming identifies Project Gemini as Outriders 2. Oh my god, my head hurts. Uh, Outriders 2 and Square Enix as the publisher. Outriders 2 wasn't nearly as close to completion as the Thumb Wars report suggested, but there were no firm answers about what went wrong between People Can Fly and Square Enix. People Can Fly had already laid off developers of a separate game known as Project Bifrost last December, but development continued with a smaller team until last month's layoffs. Regardless of the latest staff reductions, People Can Fly is still working on a number of other titles, including Gears of War E-Day for Microsoft, Project Delta for Sony, and Project Echo for Crafton. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as I got whiff of this, I said, oh, I'm going to have to say something. I did not think that they were even thinking about making a sequel to Outriders. Trust me, I've been waiting for it. I saw mixed reactions regarding Outriders, so I don't know how the general public felt. I know I played it. I know I saw a lot of people online playing it. But let me say this, it saddens me to read this. A lot of people didn't like Outriders. Of the population that did like it, myself included, I thought it was one of the greatest games ever made. I mean, I love the storyline. I love the world that they built. I love the backstory to why you're there. I thought it was, as I don't know, that feeling you get when they make like a new sci-fi whatever movie, video game, book, whatever, and you feel like, oh, this is a world that I can get into. This world is special. There's something about it. I need to keep reading. I need to keep playing. I need to keep watching. It doesn't really happen often. More sci-fi stories fail than succeed, and it's because it's hard to please people. It really is. And it ain't no different in this case. What I'm saying is I was satisfied by it. Outriders, in my opinion, just my opinion, was, oh my God, that game was great. I loved every second of playing that game. I love the creative character. I love the backstory. I love how things were supposed to start out right, but then they went wrong, and now here we are starting over from ground zero with our barbaric behavior, fucking shit up just like we always do. And that cosmic storm. I'm not going to go through all the details, but the cosmic storm. Some people died, some people survived. The ones that survived, quite a few of them have abilities. And now you got to use those abilities to shoot your way out. They make so many looter shooters as of lately. that they all look the same. They all look the same. They all sound the same. They are all the same. So how do you separate one from the other? Well, honestly it's a game of chance. And the last one that I played a few of them, and I'll play them and they're good, but ultimately they can't keep your attention. Outriders was the last one that they did where I said, "Oh, this is my game right here. I'm gonna keep playing this." Played through the game, bought the DLC, played the DLC with friends, played the game with strangers, which I don't always really do. It's not really my thing. I just kind of play. I was jumping into games. Any game will do. I love the game. The game was great. The world was great. The powers were just so wonderful. I had a blast playing that game, and they took too much time between the game and the DLC. I didn't think they were going to make a DLC. Then they dropped the DLC. I bought the DLC and I played the shit out of the DLC. Oh my god, that was the last game I played multiplayer. I couldn't wait to go through multiplayer, get my loot. And I'm not gonna get that often. That's so sad that they're not really going into detail. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, Square Enix's fault." I don't know. They said they didn't keep up communication with them. Lord knows, but Square never should have let the ball drop on this one, in my opinion. This would have been like the first game has to prove itself, and not because you want the game to not only because you want the game to succeed, but the first game has to go the extra mile to prove itself. That way, the sequel, you ain't even got to question whether or not you're going to buy it. It's already bought. And if they would have announced the sequel to Outriders, oh, it's coming out. Take a look at the trailer. Money would have already been spent. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. Would have already had it pre-ordered. That's how much I love the first Outriders. But then I come across this, and the jig is up. We were working on a sequel, but well, them's the breaks. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that put a damper on my day ever since I came across this. I've double checked to make sure, but GameSpot know what they doing, so I was just like, dude, what you gonna do?